Welcome back. The All Progressives Congress APC has significantly increased its representation in the 10th National Assembly, now holding 68 seats in the Senate and approximately 207 seats in the House of Representatives, 2 years into the Assembly's tenure. At the inauguration of the 10th Assembly, the Senate was composed as follows: APC with 59 seats, the PDP with 36, Labour Party with 8, Social Democratic Party with 2, New Nigeria People's Party NNPP with 2, All Progressives Grand Alliance with 1, and the Young Progressives Party with 1. However, following a series of defections, the current Senate configuration has shifted. APC now controls 68 seats, PDP has dropped to 30, LP holds 5, and of course SDP and ABGA retain 2 and 1 seats respectively, while NNPP just holds 1. The 2 seats from one Edo State and another from Anambra remain vacant. There are also indications that APC's strength in the Senate may increase further, possibly reaching 70 seats. This speculation follows recent remarks by Senator Ahmed Wadada Aliyu suggesting a possible departure from the SDP due to ideological differences with former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai. All right, Olayinka Daniels, I understand perfectly you're finally there now. Thank you very much for coming on. Now, the latest defections swelling the numbers for APC. Are these defections based on personal interest or constituency needs? And how are the constituents reacting to these switches in party allegiance, from your perspective?
Well, from my perspective, I would say one thing about politics is about personal interest.
Right.
Yes, it's a personal interest. So before anybody consider its constituency, because the truth is, the constituency they are leading, did they seek the permission? Were they informed of their defection before the defection was made? So these are the questions, but then, like we said in one of the programs, if there is a disarray, if a political party, you belong to a political party and there is no room for you to work, there is no room for you to do your job, as in to represent your people peacefully, of course, you have every right to move to the other party to do same, provided the people that gave you this mandate are aware of this movement. But in this part of the world, what we've been seeing so far in many of this movement, defection, is most majority of them are just personal interest. Because they want to be heard, they want to belong to the ruling party, they want to belong to the popular party so that they can, well, maybe to get more of crumbs or whatever, or to get more recognition or to get appointment and whatever it is, or to be hypocritically support a party that they think, okay, I can get something, rather than a party that is in disarray or a party that they know that it is not sure. Don't forget the election is coming. Election is coming soon, and they want to align themselves with the political party that they think will win, because they are seeing things, in future. And if you are staying in a party that is in disarray, what opportunity do you think you have?
Okay.
Do you think you can still win that election? They want to come back. So they want to win elections. So they have to go to the popular party, and the party they think that can give them that mandate. So they have to go and align with the party, and that is what you see. So I still call it personal interest.
All right, why you establish that? A fragmented opposition, they say, often drives mass movement to the ruling party. Now, why is it so stringent to settle internal party conflicts from this part of the world, if truly what politicians are chasing is for the interest of the people?
Yeah, the reason why I said is a personal interest. Any politician, it's his own personal interest that comes to first. Because if you're representing the people, then if there is a chaos, there's disarray in your own political party, it bestows upon you to make sure that that is resolved. It bestows upon you to find a lasting peace to that political party and to put yourself together to let your people know that, look, we can do this together. But what we see is me, myself, and I. That is what we see. Because whatever that is not going to favor me, I'm not going to consider the people. I'm going to consider myself. And that is what we see happening. And that is why they are moving. They are defecting in exodus to other political parties. Because the interest is not of the people that put them there.
All right.
Some of them, they even know how they get there. It's not actually about the votes of the people. And that is why some of us are still advocating for separating the vote of the National Assembly away from the president vote, so that you are not using the same day, and you are now saying that because once you vote for president, you automatically vote for all the, because that is the understanding people still have.
Okay.
We are not knowledgeable enough to separate the presidency from the Senate. So if they campaign, the senators, the House of Rep members, they go to their constituency and they campaign, and people then vote for them. Then we'll be talking about them representing their people. Okay. But in most cases, that is not the case.
All right.
And that is why they can easily defect without the consent of their constituencies.
Without rancor, thank you. Now, Akin Fatoke, quickly now, some fear that a legislature dominated by the ruling party may become a rubber stamp. Now, how can this be addressed with impact to legislative oversight?
I will tell you that I was making a reference to Henry David Thoreau,
right,
in saying that it is really not what you look at that matters.
Okay.
It's what you see. De jure, it looks like when you don't have your acts together, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
We've passed through this movie before. We had situations where a particular party in this country was controlling more than 80–90%. And the president at that time was talking about retired General Obasanjo. Well, come on, you don't think? And he said, no. If the other parties are not doing what they need to do, what should I do? Did you? But de facto, I understand the concept of allow others to also have
a voice,
have their say, and have their way. But if you say others should have their say and have their way and refuse to want to have their way and have their say in a race that is 100 meters dash, and I say, okay, look, hold my leg. Okay, allow you to start. And what you do is that you face the opposite direction. What exactly are you doing? And on a very serious note, Mike, it's a very simple process. In 2023, what's and all?
Final thought because of time.
What's and all?
Yeah.
I am settled that current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not have found it easy to have won this election.
Okay.
He won the election because the opposition was strategiless.
Okay. They had no strategy.
And the strategy was, who should lead us? Yeah. Who should come? And then you split your vote. And we are now faced exactly with the same thing.
Okay, so in one word now, because of time.
Yes.
What is your stand on the accusation of being a rubber stamp if they have too much in the house?
I think when they say that you are blind and you think you see, it is your duty to begin to whistle.
Okay.
Okay, and to the lane that when you are frying the groundnut, whistle and even whistle in local language. My point is, yes, you still must be the semicolon and the comma in the
house.
However, Mike,
quickly, time.
If I see that you are going to drown, and I say, please don't jump into the river because you are going to drown, and you will see that it's my fundamental right to jump into the river, and I try my possible best, and then you're calling me a rubber stamp because I attempted to catch you.
That's all for now. Thank you so much.
That would be a tough one.
And of course, my guest has been communications consultant and CEO, Chronicler Associates, Akin Fatoke. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Mike,
and of course, legal luminary Olayinka Daniels, thank you so much for actually holding forth for us as well. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
And that's our show for today. Remember, you can follow the conversation on our social media platforms at TVZ